I was raised in a pagan home. We didn't speak of Jesus. We would do all these, rituals and sacrifices. That really led me into using drugs. Hallucinogen, acid, the hashish. It was horrible. I was still going to school and I was still high. Depression, loneliness, just scared. Drugs was taking over, so I started selling drugs. I'm in and out of jail 5 or 6 times. And finally I ended up going to jail for extended periods of time. I could see my life just turning into disaster. Just my heart was just dark and hardened because I was having to do it. There was a teacher in the jail where I was at, and her name was Miss Diane McGee. And she is the one who taught me about God and continued to teach me about God and, show me all the stuff in the Bible. Something inside of my mind and my heart opened up that I was like, hey, I really, really need to listen to this. And it just kind of clicked. And then I was like, I have to know more. All these years that I have been deprived from this and didn't know anything about it, I just want to know everything I can. She just started showing me more and more of the Bible, and eventually, after a few times, I was like, well, what do I have to do to be saved? I could feel all the darkness going out of my body. After that, I got out. I did good for a good little bit, was actually back on a sober lifestyle, and that's whenever my parents died. And that was like a complete breaking point. I completely blamed God. I turned away from Him, denied Him, did not want to live for Him anymore. I was at my house one day. There was a Bible on the table. I went to the bathroom. I came back out, and the Bible was on Psalms 23. This was the exact psalm that was at my mom's funeral, not only, just a couple days before. And then I was like, wait, am I going crazy? Did I leave this open? And then I was like, no, it's a sign from God saying, I'm not ever going to leave you. Instantly at that point, I fell down onto my knees, prayed to Him, asked Him to please forgive me for, not being there, not turning to Him whenever I needed it in the time of need. And now I have an intimate relationship, a very personal relationship with God. West Franklin was brought to me by Karen Miller. She actually offered to take me to church, and I was looking for a church family, never been part of one, so I said yes. I'd never been in a church before, so I was a little nervous, and then as soon as I stepped in there, though, it was like all of that was lifted. All I can really call it is my family, because every time I walk in there, it's, you get that fuzzy feeling whenever you're with your family and you're so happy and you're full of joy. That's what the church gives me. They're giving me that love. They're giving me that support. They're giving me everything that I could possibly need. Earlier this month, I actually had the opportunity to get baptized. It was probably the most amazing moment of my life. I loved getting dunked in the water. I loved coming back up. I felt rejuvenated. I felt like a whole new woman, and I couldn't quit smiling. My view of God now is my comforter, my rock. He's given His blood to resurrect me every single day. So He's everything.